Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the Be Positive, Stay Positive podcast. My name is Nat and I'm here for you. I am here for you more often than I have been, right? Usually 3 times a week. That's going to try to get back to that to hopefully help you find those keys to the door that will unlock your happiness. My main goal is to help you find your happiness. I can't give you mine, but you can find your own. Is this your first time here? Welcome to the show. Glad you found it. If you would, please let me know what you searched for to find the show. Even if you've been listening for a while, not many of you are letting me know what you searched for and how you found the show. You can send it to the text line 304-506-3332. Let me know how you found this podcast. And you know what? Also, let me know how long you've been listening to the podcast. Whether you're a newbie or you've been around since the beginning, it's been going on almost 5 years now. Good Lord. I just won't shut up, will I? But at least, I actually do shut up, and I put the concept of this positivity down in a book, and it's called The Positive Perspective. You can get it on Amazon, or you can click the link in the description. You go right to the website, bepositivepodcast.com, and you click on the book, and you could buy it from Amazon, or you can skip big tech. I suggest you skip big tech, and you get it directly from me, and you can also get a personalized copy there as well. And if you would, check out the merchandise and sport some new positive stuff. The new positive shirt, really cool. Looks like a concert shirt. I like it. There's no 500 episodes left, I don't think, but it's almost the same design. It's pretty cool. So check it out. All right, and grab yourself a shirt. You'll love it. What else we got? I have been trying this stuff. I got someone who was interested in the show, and they said, check out this stuff, see if you like it. And I said, okay. People contact the show all the time. And I'm like, okay, what can this be? And they sent me 15 little bottles of this stuff called Magic Mind. And I'm like, okay, what's this going to do? What is it? And so I started going through it and checking out the ingredients, and I'm like, it's all natural. It's 100% natural. It's got ashwagandha in there that reduces your stress. It's got lion's mane mushrooms, and that reduces inflammation and brings down your anxiety if you're getting all anxious and stuff. It's got matcha, and matcha has way less caffeine than coffee, and it gives you ability to absorb a compound called L-theanine, I think it's called, and that reduces your stress. Man, and you know what? With the way the world is now, everything helps. And it's a quick little shot that I keep mine in the fridge and shake it up in the morning, and then I take it in the morning, and I tell you what, you're more focused. You can actually. It's almost like I can pay attention more because I have like short attention span, but it helps me to stay focused, and I feel like I'm getting more work done. I just have more energy, and it just makes it, and I don't drink quite as much coffee either. And being that I just started my exercise routine, I'm going to need some more energy because I was out of shape. So I'm hoping that you'll check it out too. And they're nice enough to actually offer 50% off your subscription. I think it'll be for like the next 10 days, but you have to use the code STAYPOSITIVE20. STAYPOSITIVE20, and you click on the link, go to magicmind.co/staypositive, and go check it out. And you know what? Give it a shot. Get it? It's got a little shot. It's pretty cool. They're cool little square bottles too, and it's really cool. So give it a shot, see what you think, and let me know what you think. Click on the link and grab yourself one, and get a few of them. Get yourself around and see how you like it. See if you're not more aware and enjoying your life more, and it's just like a little boost of energy it's not like those wiry drinks either. You don't even notice it. All of a sudden you're being more productive. So, all right. Anyway, but go check it out. So today's show, I'm kind of thinking about a lot of things that have been going on in my life and my friends' lives and my family's lives and other people that I see in the world and all this stuff. And sometimes I don't sleep at night because my mind just goes crazy. But this show has a very generic title, and it's called We're All Addicted. Now you're like, hey, wait a minute. I'm not addicted to anything. I don't drink or do drugs or smoke or anything like that. I don't overeat. I'm not addicted to anything. Well, we're all addicted to something. And I can prove it to you. Okay, I like to eat. I love music. I like to try to be funny all the time. I'm addicted to trying to be funny, and I'm not. And people, not everybody, but a lot of people have addictive personalities. I know that I do. If you saw my Steelers collection, you would realize that I'm addicted to collecting Steelers memorabilia and drums and computer stuff, and it's, that's what it is. But some people are addicted to bad things, like drugs and alcohol and violence. And how do you control that? Well, before I go into that, there's also good addictions. Like you're addicted to fitness, you're staying healthy, addicted to eating well and always keeping track of your food. Some people are like really keep track of their food and they're really, really healthy. It's an addiction. Being lazy, not doing a damn thing. It's an addiction to being lazy, right? So what do you do? What do you do if you feel and you understand that there's something in your life that you're addicted to? So what do you do about it? Well, like I said, there's a lot of different forms, whether it's to substances or your behavior or even technology. People are addicted to phones, to their technology. I've seen it. I've lived it. And there's several ways that you can try to overcome it or manage it at least get under control so it's not an addiction and a problem. First thing is you got to actually acknowledge that you have an addiction or an addictive personality. That's the tough one. When I finally realized that I have an addictive personality, and then I started seeing the actions from that addicted personality, started realizing, hey, I'm not in control here. Something else is. And I didn't like that because I like being in control of my life. So you have to acknowledge it. And because denial, when I'm speaking from the heart here, denial can be a huge barrier. And it'll stop you. You will make excuses for good or bad addictions. You'll make an excuse for it. And it'll be fine in your mind and everybody else can see through it. And it's just, it's just fooling yourself. If you can't really acknowledge it and do it yourself, then it's time to go for professional help. Sometimes you have to go to a therapist or a counselor or an addiction specialist like AAA or something, or NA, whatever you need to do, because when you realize you have an addiction to something bad, we're speaking with something bad right now, and you can't figure out how to stop it. To me, I know that I can just flip a switch once I decide. The problem is deciding and sticking to it. But professional people, they can give you therapy strategies and help you get to know you, and they can help you to decide on that you want to stop your bad behavior. And another thing that really can help you with, let's go to the other side of the coin. You're addicted to what do you want to say, to shopping. How about that? You spend so much money, you lose money shopping. You're not paying your bills, but you're addicted to shopping. So how do you stop doing this stuff? How do you stop these addictions? Well, I find what worked with me is a lifestyle change. You got to change your lifestyle. You got to change your perspective also. But the lifestyle change, sometimes you have to get out of the environment. Adopting a healthier lifestyle, that includes exercise, like I just started tonight, so I'm very proud of that. And I know I've been telling you guys for years that I'm going to exercise, and I'm finally doing it, so you should be proud. You got to eat good. You got to get enough sleep. And getting quiet is something that I do at night. So I'll watch some weird TV or some positive videos or something like that. Then all of a sudden I'll turn everything off and I'll just get quiet when there's no sound. There's nobody in the room. Everybody's asleep. The dog's asleep. And silence. And I just sit there and I listen to what my mind is thinking, what my brain is telling, what it wants to do, what's going on. And then I start to think about things that I want to change in my life and make better in my life. And then if I analyze what's holding me back from these things. And sometimes it goes back to these addictions. So you identify the trigger or the situation or the emotion or the person or whatever that triggers your addictive behavior. And once you identify that, you can start to develop ways to deal with it. And I do this in my quiet time. I've been trying to get a grip on who I am and what I want to do in my life, and I'm doing everything I want to do. I just want to be better. Don't you? Don't we all just want to be better? So I find just starting to get quiet and do things differently. You have to make a change. You got to change. You know, sitting on the couch eating cookies, I'm not going to lose weight. So I didn't do that tonight. I got up and I said, that's it. I'm doing it. And I'm a kind of person, I'll set very lofty goals. And then when I don't reach it, then I'm like, oh, okay, you see, I couldn't reach that. That was too big. So I'm telling you right now, set realistic goals for yourself. Okay, I'm going to cut down this. I'm going to cut my smoking in half by this week. I'm going to not be in situations that are going to make me want to smoke or drink, or I'm not going to eat 2 plates full of food at night, or I'm going to go outside for a walk instead of just vegging, looking at my phone for 3 hours and scrolling through and eating snacks on the couch or whatever it is. But you got to make the change and set the goal and do it. Because setting the goal is a great start, but if you don't do it, it doesn't mean shit. It doesn't. So, and another thing is, if you do fail, and we all do, it's tough. Don't give yourself an out to say you failed. You just haven't completed it yet. So you should have a relapse prevention plan. So if you're a compulsive shopper and you stop shopping, you start putting some money away, and you're getting a handle on it, but there's still got those feelings, and then you just go out and spend $300 on shoes or something. What are you going to do? Oh, I screwed up. That's it. I can't do it. And then you fall back into it and give yourself the excuse to continue to go back to the old way of life, because that's the comfortable way for your subconscious mind. Remember, being uncomfortable is not what your mind wants to do. It's not what your body wants to do. It wants that comfort. It wants that predictability. But when you start to get uncomfortable and start to make change, and you're stepping into that river of change that I talk about so much, then it's going to be uncomfortable. But nothing worth having comes from doing nothing. Just made that up. Didn't take that from anybody. Didn't read it anywhere. Nothing worth having comes from doing nothing. It's the truth. So you have to actually take action. So when you set your goal, stick to it. You fail, go back to it. Don't use your lack of completion. I don't like to say failure, but it is failure. But without failure, there's no learning. There's no learning. So it's okay. But just stick to it and recognize that we all have an addiction of some kind. So hopefully yours is a good one and it doesn't hurt anybody or hurt yourself. But if it isn't and you are having a problem, maybe you're addicted to a person in a relationship that's abusive to you. I get that a lot in my emails and texts. You're addicted to being with someone and you just can't be alone. Well, a couple of you have listened to the show and you've made your own decisions and you've made a drastic change and stepped into that change and scared as hell. And then I get a text message or an email 6 months later, a year later. My life changed for the better. I now have a job. I got an apartment. I got away from this person and I'm healthy and I'm not doing drugs. And it's fantastic because you stick to it and you feel better. And then you can look back and go, you know what? I was scared as hell and I didn't think I could do it, but I did it. And you'll feel good. And you know what? Make that your addiction, making your life better. That's a good one to have. So, all right. That's what I got. Don't forget to check out the Magic Mind stuff, the elixir that's on. It's just great stuff. If you don't check it out, you're missing out. You go to magicmind.co/stay positive. Don't forget about this. The code stay positive 20. Get 50% off, man. God, it's only for the next 10 days. So go ahead and do that. Don't forget about the book and the merchandise and the text line. I want to hear from you how you found the show and how long you've been listening. 304-506-3332. I really appreciate all of you. We all have things we have to change or we want to change in our life. And you know what? If I can help you to address it and figure it out and actually make the change for yourself, you can thank me, but you did it. And that's where the reward comes in. When you start actually doing what you want to do and being what you want to be and creating the life that you desire, you can do it. So don't beat yourself up. Be patient and go for it. All right. My name is Nat. This has been the Be Positive, Stay Positive podcast. I think we can all do a little bit better. I'll talk to you later.